Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy BVO Boxing, and today's episode is sponsored by High Intentions. If you are in the Akron, Canton area, make sure you stop by High Intentions on West Market Street. We are right across the street from House 330, owned by LeBron James, right next to the LeBron James Family Foundation headquarters. So make sure you come in for your hash, gummy, uh, oil needs, flour as well. And the great thing is we just got the brand new runts. You like that? If you like that, those that cannabis that remind you of your Young Joes, your Gucci Mans from '06, make sure you stop in and get your runts. Definitely come by the High Intention Smoke Shop. Also, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Raycon. Go to rayconglobal.com. Go to rayconglobal.com. We got 25% off. Great thing is we also bought our OG red colorway of your beat style Raycon. So definitely go on there, make sure you check it out. Today we got a special guest, man. You know, we call our guy D Free the Puerto Rican Prince, but he don't count. We got the real Puerto Rican Prince today. We got my man Keith Cologne in the house. What's going on, Keith? How you doing, bro?
What's going on? I'm good. How y'all?
Good, man. So I'm glad to have you on today, man. So I wanted to ask you something I was wondering. So how many amateur fights did you really fight, man? That seemed like you had a bunch of fights as an amateur, man.
Uh, Kinda. I had like about 70, 80 amateur fights. Some say that's a lot, but I feel like that's a good amount.
Right. So tell us about what was it like growing up in Jersey, man, in the early 2000s? What was it like growing up in Jersey?
Growing up in Jersey, I just feel like you had to be you just had to be smart like all around, like street smart, aware your surroundings, just smart about who you hanging around with, smart about your company, smart about how you prioritize your time. You feel me? So I feel like, it's a rough neighborhood. Like that's what we known for, Jersey. Well, where I'm known for where it being rough and, just like violence, stuff like that.
So you from Newark or you from East Orange?
Nah, I'm from North.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got that New York style talking. But also want to ask you, man, speaking of that, when you was growing up, who was your favorite boxer? Or did you not watch boxing young?
Nah, growing up, my favorite boxer was Miguel Cotto. I used to
Oh,
always
okay.
watch Cotto.
Shout out to Kodo.
Yeah, I like Miguel. Miguel was one of those guys, man, who liked to bang. My favorite fight with Miguel will always be him versus Floyd because I thought he could have beat Floyd. What did you think?
Honestly, I was too young to like really do
Come
understand
on,
it at the
Keith. I know you
time.
watched the playback, bro. I know you watched the playback.
Um,
No,
I
not really.
watched it, but I ain't scored anything. I feel like when I watched it, I feel like Floyd beat him. He just outboxed him. You feel me? That's how I saw it.
So the one thing I always wondered when I get into boxing, when you try to make the Olympics, what's the hardest part about the Olympic process? That's something that I always wondered about.
The hardest part about the Olympic process, I say, is um, well, for me, the hardest part for me was just like constant tournaments. Because I was in school, I was in college, so it's like me, I like some of these tournaments would be 2 weeks, and if I'm in college and doing this, missing 2 weeks, it's like I could only really go to one tournament. It's not like if it was one week, I could probably go to one tournament early in the semester and another tournament later on. So like it being 2 weeks, you miss a lot of time away from school. So You feel me? It's like it's kind of hard.
So that's a big thing. Usually, man, us guys that's in like gladiator sports like boxing, football, rugby, we don't go to school. So what made you want to go to school, man?
I mean, I've been doing it since like I've been going to the nationals, and in high school, when I was in high school, I was going to the nationals. So like I was already used to it, but it was just like the next step for me, and I just had good people around me. I had people around me that just always encouraged me to just aim for better, you know. So
Mm.
they wanted me to go to a great high school. I ended up going to a great high school, and they already started planting the seed in me going to a great college, and that's what I did.
Hey, let me ask you a question real quick, man.
Uh-huh.
Coming up, since you kind of broke down how Newark was, what pushed you toward boxing, especially when a lot of individuals go toward maybe basketball, football, those type of sports. What pushed you toward boxing?
Yeah, I was playing a lot of different sports. When I was younger, I used to always fight my cousin, and she always get the best of me. Like, we would really fist fight, and I go home with scratches, bruises, and then I eventually just started training just to learn how to defend myself. You feel me? Like in general, because I was like growing up. You got to have a certain type of attitude. You can't let nobody walk over you, and no matter where you at. So your parents ain't gonna always be around, so you gotta be able to hold your own. And so that's why I got into boxing initially, and then over time, when I was about 12 years old, I came back to the sport, and it was just I just always had that, like, I just always wanted to get back in the ring. I just always wanted to get back training. And I never had the opportunity to do it. And so once I hit about 12 years old, that's when I eventually started getting back in the gym, and I just never left.
Anybody ever try to like growing up because you're not the biggest guy in the world? Everybody try to try you to see if you can really fight. Did you ever have to use your boxing skills on anybody on accident?
Yeah, like I had to fight in school. I used to get in trouble a lot for really just fighting in school. Cause like I said, like it's a difference between just fighting and I was never the type of person that was like, oh yeah, I want to fight, but I ain't never let nobody disrespect me. So once somebody disrespected me, it was like, I'm fighting now, and so that's what it was. That's mainly what it was. But over time, I ain't. They already read the room. They was able to tell, like, oh yeah, nah, he's serious. So
So before I give it to my country brother Dub, I want to ask you this, man. Who won that Tank versus Lamont Roach fight, man? I know you seen it. We all seen it. Who you thought won?
um, to me, it was a good fight. I really didn't. I gotta go back and like score it round for round. I really didn't do it. I was more so just watching it, So it's different when you score fights round for round. I feel as though if they would have gave Tank the knockdown, Roach definitely should have won. But I like the stuff Roach was doing, but I just feel as though people kind of like not. Some people may have overcredit Roach because they never seen Tank in that type of fight. But at the end of the day, you just don't give it to a fighter because you surprised that he landed or he did what he did. At the end of the day, it's a fight. And did he win around or did he not win around? You know what I'm saying? So to me, I'm kind of in the middle, but I'm happy with the decision.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dub. I know you got a couple questions.
Hey, so for those who haven't seen you fight, right? And we know the amateurs versus pros, totally different styles. But how would you describe your style as far as the fighter you are? How would you describe your style?
I feel like I'm patient. I'm patient and poised, kind of like a Terrence Crawford type style. You don't see him really rush anything. Um, he take his time. He established what he established, and over time he get better. That's kind of how I say it. I'm not a crazy puncher, even though all my fights I won by knockout. It's just it's just a breakdown, like over time I get better, and I just land a perfect shot because I'm just like calculating and downloading while I'm in the ring.
Okay, and I heard you mention Bud. Who if and clearly you more or less are describing your game the way Bud is. Outside of Bud, who else are some of your favorite fighters that you look up to, that you kind of try to pull some things from them and add them to your game?
Um, I'm not gonna lie, I only really like watching the top guys. I don't really watch, like them B-level, C-level fights. I only like watching the A-plus guys right now. But I'm real big on like the old timers, Ezra Charles, um, Willie Pep, James Toney, Ricardo Lopez, like these guys, even like, Joe Louis, I just take certain things. I look at what they great at. I don't look at the record. I don't look at I look at them in their prime and what they great at. And whatever they was great at, I just take it like Larry Holmes. Like I take whatever he was great at and I implement it into my style, So I feel like that's really, a true fighter. A true fighter don't look at somebody win, somebody lost. It's somebody when they was at the peak of their game, they was nice, like at one thing in particular. If you're able to take that and implement it to your own style, then you could go a long way.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. Hey man, I'm wishing you the best. I gotta jump off, but I'm wishing you the best, my brother. And I hope I get another chance to rock with you because I love some of the answers. I love your composure, and so I hope I get another chance to ask you some more questions, my brother.
All right,
Good
thank
luck to
you,
you. All right.
thank you.
So one thing I always wanted to keep. How do you got such a calm demeanor to being such a rah-rah sport? I always wonder where you got that from, man.
Um,
Because you got that demeanor like you make somebody want to mess with you.
yeah, like I don't feel like. I mean, I know how I could get. You know what I'm saying? I know like once I get to a certain level, it's like I'm gonna take it all the way if that makes sense. So like I try, like I just at the end of the day, I'll be me. I'll be myself. I ain't trying to scare nobody. I ain't trying to prove that I'm a tough guy or nothing. I just be chilling, doing me. I'm like this. Like even in the gym, I'll be laughing. You know, Messing with my coach, talking. Having fun. Like that's just me.
So how's it been training under Gary?
Gary, Gary more of my I say my OG. He more like an old head that he seen me grow. My main coach is Muhammad Abdul Salam.
Oh, okay.
Gary, he been watching me, since I was a pup though. He really like one of the guys. That's why I keep him, in my corner because like I said, he seen me from when I was before anybody ever thought anything about me. Gary saw me. Gary was helping me out, so he's somebody that I know for a fact got a good interest in me, and like he genuinely cared, so like I know when I'm getting in there, it's almost like if his son was fighting again, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah. You got anything for him free?
fighting again, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
I mean, we've talked before, but to the people on this platform that might not have seen you and don't know your background, you're a full-time student, correct?
right.
Right. Now, explain how you balance school and your professional career, being though that you're a full-time student.
Really, it's just all about making sacrifices. Boxing is my priority, school is my priority. Um, and my schedule, I just make it work. Like today, a Friday, um, I had school at 12. My coach, he also got other fighters. So I'm like, coach, we could come to the gym early. So I end up going to the gym at 9:30. But it's just like I know what I gotta do. I know where I want to be. So I gotta make the sacrifices in order to get there. So and at the end of the day, is what I love to do. So it's not really hard for me to make these sacrifices, but it is hard to juggle and time manage and set everything aside, especially when it's like finals, they tests coming up, or a big fight coming up, you know. So
Yeah. And I gotta ask you this, man. Is the hardest part of finding success? Is it the women? What's the hardest part of dealing with the newfound success, man, in boxing?
nah, I just take it as love. You feel me? Like I take it as I'm doing the right thing, you know. Like some people be like, oh, but it like it's gonna come, you know, once you start doing the right thing, everything in that sort of nature going is going to happen. You feel me? It's going to happen.
You
But
know the caliber
I'm a
changes, though. You know that, right?
say what?
The caliber of women that come changes. You know, it's not just the girl
Yeah,
you
I
see
know.
at the
I know.
bodega. You know,
Yeah.
it'd be like, whoa, where'd she come from?
Yeah, no, for sure. But I feel like it's all about like yourself, like within. You feel me? Like it's like in boxing, you got to be a superstar within before you actually a superstar to the world. You know, that's how people be like them these mega stars, and the same thing with everything else. You gotta know who you are before anybody else know who you are. So
Yeah, I like that. That's dope, man. Hey, I know my man Crush got something. I know Free gonna come back. Go ahead, Crush. I know you got something. I think Crush must have fell asleep. Go ahead, Free. I don't know what happened to Crush.
Nah, yeah, the homie Thomas want to know, do you got anything lined up soon? We know you fought in February, but you got anything coming up soon?
yeah. I got a fight coming up. I'm not gonna drop the exact date, but I got a fight in April. The reason why I don't want to say the exact date is because I ain't dropping it publicly to everybody. So I don't want people to be like, oh, like, is this for real? Is this not for real? So once I put it public, on all platforms, and I'll probably even come back do another interview saying, yeah, solidified this day, blah, 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 then you'll know for sure.
Hey, Keith, I need a favor, man. I need a quick
Uh-huh.
favor. Can you tell my man TD Sports to pay me my money? His friend owed me $20. He won't pay me my money, man. I said
Hey,
I'm gonna
look,
tell
man,
Keith I
TD
need my
Sports
money.
is my guy, and I don't think he owe anybody
Tell her I
bread.
need
You
my
feel
money,
me?
man.
So
Tell him
I
I
don't
need my
know.
money, Keith. I need my money, man. The man won't pay me my
Yeah.
money, so I told him I was gonna tell you, man. He won't get my money, man. His friend owed me, man.
Yeah.
And you know, Tommy done gained like 3 pounds. When somebody gaining weight, man, and they owe you money, that's a sign of disrespect. I don't know if you know that, man.
Yeah, nah, man. Tom's good peoples, man. I don't think he'll do that.
No, but I appreciate you coming through, man. Just want to let you know we supporting you, man, and I'm
Thank you.
glad. And I'm sorry we supposed to have you on before. BVO fell asleep, forgot. My bad. I appreciate you coming back through, man. I definitely do that.
Thank you for having me.
You got anything, T Hill, before we go?
Yeah, man.
Say it
First and
again.
foremost, shout out to the champ, Keith Cologne, man. Big fan of yours, man. I like the way you carry yourself inside and out the ring, man. Also, whenever you get stuff like you just received right there, tell him, man, you can work it off in the ring, but you tell him to glove up and you going to beat the change that he owe out of him. You know what I'm saying? Because he want to clown right now. That's BVO. That's what he do.
Yeah.
but but no, but on the real, bro, like one thing that I want to know, like,
Uh-huh.
are you say you don't, and I've heard you say it on many interviews that you've done. You don't really look at fighters from the time that you're in right now. You mostly look at the people back in the days. So going into a fight, you don't do any film work to look at your opponents.
Nah, for sure. I do not nothing to like some to a crazy extent. Just probably I'll see like a round or two, or if my coach like, look, all right, look, he do this, so we gonna practice all right, this or this. So to that extent, yeah. But I don't really go into like a crazy film study watching multiple fights because at the end of the day, um, I just want to keep being myself in the ring and just keep building. Just keep building off of which I was seeing. So I feel as though like y'all starting to see my style a little bit more, and as I start picking up the rounds and start going more the distance, then y'all gonna start to eventually see like the entire, my entire arsenal.
Hmm. I could respect that. Let me ask you this question then to piggyback off of that. The people that you do watch, the film that you do get to see from the fighters of past, do you pick things from there that you see that you like to implement into your game and what you bring in your bag?
Yeah, definitely. I said this before. Like when I'm watching fighters, I look at what they best at. You know, even despite their record, despite who they lost, even if they lost a particular fight, they might have found a way to.
I think he froze.
Nah, nigga, it's your trash connection.
Yeah, he probably got a phone call.
Yeah, he got a phone call just messing with
Oh,
BVO.
hey, TL, you talking like you want to get smashed.
Hey, we could put the gloves on, baby boy. I'll give you that Keith Thurman energy.
Yeah, you talking about you gonna tear your shoulder up? That's what you gonna do? Tear
Hey,
your
it's
shoulder
already
up?
tore up, dog. I don't mind the pain. I don't mind the pain. Champ out here over here cooking, though. I like what he was saying, bro. I really do.
I like Keith. I think he gonna be a really good fighter.
Oh, most definitely, man. He got everything that you need, bro. He got everything that you need. The way he carry himself is the best thing, though, bro. Like, he's solid.
Yeah. I mean, and the cool thing, he ain't part of the P-Funk, so that's a good thing. You know,
For sure. Shout out my good brother D Free, crushed the Mickey Freaky Legend and the notorious BVO. Shout out to Mr. Respectfully. I have to tap out, but you know, shout out to him. Shout out to TD Sports too, man.
Oh yeah, shout out to hey, even though I still need my money, Tommy. Shout out to Tommy, man.
He said he still need his money though, Tommy. He said don't mess with him. Hey, one Hoops on my guy. He's in the building. The lovely Miss Melanin Queen 27, the moderator, and Marky Dan, the historian.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm the only one that got a real drop from the Melanin Queen. Let me see if I got it.
Oh, you got her to speak on your thing? Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Shout out, baby boy. Jeff Spark.
I'm Melanin Queen 27, and I'm rocking with BVO TV.
Oh, wait, you not only got a drop, you got a drop.
Yeah.
Girl, look at you. You go, girl.
Yeah.
We got some people up in the house right now, boy.
Yeah, salute my man Marky Dan. And shout out the mighty Sports Talk Network. We got the chairman in the house. You know, we got the co-chairman, TD Sports, in the house, man. We're doing it big. But shout out to my man Keith Cologne. Appreciate him coming through. Shout out to D Free. Shout out to Crush. And shout out my big homie. You know, T. He on the wrong side of the flag, but we still love him. Shout out to my man T.
He said the wrong side of the flag.
Yeah.
Hey, T Hill planting his flag wherever the fudge he be at, dog. He waved that freaky proudly too. You know what I'm saying?
That boy from Compton, man. You gotta watch them Compton boys, man. Compton. Yikes. He from the Getty community. You gotta watch him.
Hey, that's what's up, man. What you guys think about?
What's going on. I think Keith might have fell off. So what we gonna do? Go over the right side. We got an interview over there. We had
computer love too.
Crush the legend, the chairman himself, Mr. Chairman. Shout out to my man T Hill, and we on our way out of here, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
You rocking with the right side.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching BVO. And if you're down with BVO, subscribe and join the community. Have a great night.